All right, 9:17 on the Money Watch this morning. Are you putting off buying a home? You may not want to get too comfy. The housing market is getting better. There was a 4.9% year-to-year increase in May. That is much higher than the 2.2% increase that analysts had thought would happen. So what do you need to know before you make the leap? There's a lot. Financial advisor Michelle Ogden is here to help you with that. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so we have a lot to get through, a lot of tips. So let's dive right in. First of all, you say clean up your credit score. I think everything financially starts with this, right?
Absolutely. That is basically the banks looking at you as your ability to pay. So you need to have a good credit score. And even if you have to take a few extra months to clean it up, it's worth it over a long term.
And that can derail you before you even get started if it's bad there. All right, kick the credit card habit. This is a huge issue in the U.S.
Well, it's good to use credit cards to track things, but you don't want every month your credit score pulling that you lived beyond your means. And it does. It shows.
Okay, hash out monthly payments. What do you mean by that?
Well, basically, you need to have your payments manageable. So that might mean refinancing a car loan at a lower interest rate to get your payment down.
Okay, define exactly what you want.
This, I think, is the most important because this is one of the largest purchases you're going to make. And you need to know before you even step foot in a beautiful home if it meets your requirements. You know, how many bedrooms. The school district is also very important because that's a huge resale value point.
Yeah, and I tell you, my wife and I were just kind of getting ideas for some things we want to do. So we were going through model houses this past week. And one of the things we noticed is they'll show you a price and they'll show you this beautiful model home. And what you don't know is a lot of those things add up.
Oh, huge.
And that's not in that base price. All right, so get pre-approved.
Well, so when you walk in, they know that you are a qualified buyer and they're not wasting their time. It gives you more leverage in the negotiation process.
How does that work? Do you actually have a piece of paper that you show them, I'm pre-approved?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. Commit to a savings plan. A lot of people don't do this.
Well, we all should do this, but that's great because you know you're going to have a down payment coming up. You know that there's going to be probably home improvements, you know, that you're going to have to come out of pocket for. So save in advance.
Set your own budget parameters.
Well, you know, this is very important actually because the realtor and the lender, they're getting paid based on how much of a home you purchase when you should be coming up with how much you can afford.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. So one last quick question. Buyer's market or seller's market right now? Who's in the best shape?
You know, it's hard to say because right now homes are selling so fast. I don't know if it's a buyer's market anymore.
Interesting. Got to do some homework. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you as always.
Andrea.